And speaking of Simpson, after 3 seasons as a key player on the roster, but always in the shadow of names like Bryce Young and Jalen Milroe, Simpson now assumes the starting quarterback position, facing the responsibility of leading Bama. The journey thus far, however, hasn't been just about talent or statistics. It's been shaped by difficult decisions, crucial guidance, and, above all, the trust of figures like Nick Saban, who has helped him immensely. Reflecting on his career, Simpson revealed that the former Alabama coach played a key role in his decision to stay with the program even during uncertain times. When he was still young and tempted by outside voices, those questioning his future or suggesting other opportunities, Saban offered a moral compass. Don't worry about the outside noise, the external factors, or anyone else. Just be the best you can be. This message, repeated constantly over the years, ended up resonating deeply in Simpson's mind. I really didn't understand that when I was young, the quarterback admitted. I was always worried about someone else, someone at another school, or something. But he always told me to stay focused on myself. This mindset of ignoring distractions and focusing on one's own growth was reinforced by current head coach Kalen DeBoer, who brought a similar philosophy to the program. The idea of going 1-0 and focusing only on the next step, without being overwhelmed by future pressures, resonated deeply with Simpson. He says he needed to take a personal break to reflect on his purpose. One night, I sat in my room and decided I was going to pray and give everything I had to the Lord, Simpson said. I wanted to make sure I was the best player and the best Ty Simpson I could be. This was very important to him. Simpson played in 16 games over the past 3 seasons, completing 29 of his 50 passes for 381 yards, no touchdowns, and no interceptions. While these numbers may seem modest compared to Alabama's lofty standards, they represent a solid foundation for a player who is building his identity while learning from some of the best quarterbacks in program history. And now, with the trust placed in him to lead the offense, Simpson has the opportunity to prove that his patience and dedication have paid off. Simpson's recognition of Nick Saban is particularly touching. He means a lot to me, the quarterback said. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for his guidance and everything he's done for me. This statement reflects Saban's importance not only as a coach but also as a mentor and father figure to many players who have come through the program. Saban's influence transcends the football field, shaping men who carry his lessons beyond the game. In Simpson's case, this relationship was crucial in maintaining his confidence in the process, even when the path seemed uncertain. Now, with the 2025 season approaching, Simpson faces a new challenge, leading Alabama as the program seeks to regain its dominant position on the national stage. Nothing special, even if it's at the University of Alabama. Just play football and be the best version of yourself you can be, he said, demonstrating humility and clarity about his role. As Ty takes over as starter, everyone's eyes will be on the field, but also on the impact his leadership will have behind the scenes. With Saban's wisdom and DeBoer's philosophy, we could see a great QB. I want to hear your thoughts. Hello Bama fans. Ty Simpson is Alabama's starting quarterback. What's next for Austin Mack and Keelan Russell? Subscribe to the channel before the news arrives. With Ty Simpson named the starting quarterback for the 2025 season, the program begins to chart its course toward the top, but this decision doesn't erase the stories and challenges surrounding 2 other important names on the roster, Austin Mack and Keelan Russell. Ty Simpson, now the team's offensive leader, is the result of 3 years of apprenticeship under Bryce Young and Jalen Milroe, 2 names who helped build Alabama's modern offensive identity. Simpson's selection as the starter didn't surprise many, but what's notable is how the decision was received by his teammates. Reportedly, both Mack and Russell expressed their full support for the new starter. They congratulated me and were very grateful, Simpson said, a gesture that reflects the team spirit cultivated by head coach Kalen DeBoer and his coaching staff. This sense of unity will be essential to maintaining the development of Mack and Russell, 2 young quarterbacks with the potential to shape the program's future. Austin Mack, the veteran among the reserves, has already proven his worth on the field. During the victory against Mercer in 2024, he connected with Rico Scott for a 31-yard touchdown pass, the only college touchdown pass by a quarterback on the current roster. This moment may seem small in the context of last season, but for Mac, it represents something bigger, an opportunity to show he's ready to take on more challenging roles. Head coach Kalen DeBoer recently highlighted Mac's growth, especially during this past spring. This was really the first time he's had a significant role, DeBoer told the Tuscaloosa News. This statement sounds like a clear sign that Mac is gaining ground within the team's strategic planning. He still has a lot to learn, but the technical details and daily dedication are seen as promising signs that he can become an elite quarterback in the future. Keelan Russell, Alabama's top-rated prospect, joined the program with high expectations, and so far, he has lived up to the hype. Offensive coordinator Ryan Grubb praised Russell's calm and mature demeanor, even in challenging situations. Even when things aren't perfect, he can slow the game down, Grubb said. This innate ability to remain calm under pressure is a rare asset in such a young player and could fuel his accelerated development. Russell is still in the early stages of his journey at Alabama, but he already demonstrates an impressive understanding of the offensive system. His continued growth will be crucial to ensuring the team has sufficient depth on offense should they need him in decisive moments. The interesting thing about this situation is that Alabama decided not to name an official backup to Simpson. For Grubb, creating a rigid hierarchy could limit Mac and Russell's opportunities for repetition and development. This approach reflects DeBoer and his staff's philosophy, prioritizing individual growth over pigeonholing players into fixed roles. You don't want that progress to come to a screeching halt just because a starter is named, Grubb explained. This mindset demonstrates confidence in the potential of these young players and also reinforces the idea that Alabama's success depends not just on Ty Simpson, but on the entire group. The 2025 season promises to be a watershed moment for the Crimson Tide. The schedule begins with a road trip against Florida State on August 30th, and it will be an important test of the readiness of the new generation led by Simpson. But while all eyes will be on the starting quarterback, the crucial role Mac and Russell will play behind the scenes cannot be ignored. They are important pieces for DeBoer, players who can be called upon at any moment and change the course of a game or even an entire season. Ty Simpson is the present, but Austin Mack and Keelan Russell represent the future. Let's move on.